Hey, Tommy Reese, who you got to introduce us to today?
I have Brenna Berry. She's a graduate of UTC recently, and I first met Brenna in early December in helping the UTC Christian Student Center prepare for their trip for spring break to the Dominican Republic. Since then, Jill and I have fallen in love with this young lady, and she's been at our house several times to talk and to eat, and she's a great example of why we support the UTC Christian Student Center, not just for our kids who may be going to UTC, but for their evangelistic efforts. And she's just a great example, and I'd like for you to hear her story.
Well, I first came to UTC, and I'm from the Knoxville area, but I came to UTC, and I was very lost in my faith. I was raised in the church, and so I knew about God, but I didn't really know who God was, because I think those are two very different things. And so I was lost, and I was empty about why I couldn't find him, and why some people could hear him and could see him in the world, and I wasn't finding him, and that was really discouraging. And so my first year at UTC was really rocky, and it was I wasn't sure if I was going to stay in Chattanooga. But at the beginning of my sophomore year, I came to the Christian Student Center, and we had a cookout at Coolidge Park, and I met these people, and I instantly fell in love with them. They were all the cool types of weird that I was, and they loved on me, and they slowly became my family, and they became the people that took care of me. And they helped me to study a Bible in a way that I was free to decide who I was and to decide who God was. And they weren't forcing their opinions on me. They were just laying the Bible out and helping me to find who God was. And slowly through that, I began to discover who I was and who God had created my heart to be. And I also found a family that means everything to me now. These people who took care of me. And it was through this process that I was baptized at Central Church of Christ, and that I also discovered a heart for missions. And so through Central and through the Christian Student Center, I spent some time in Peru, and I spent some time in Nicaragua. And so my degree is in nonprofit management. And so that is really a really close correlation to missions. And so working with Manna is what I'm going to be doing now that I graduate. And so in a couple weeks, I'll be living in Bobita, and I'll be teaching at Manna Christian School. And Manna sort of gave me an opportunity to pursue missions and to have a place and to build a new family, and to begin some work in the Dominican Republic. If churches like Red Bank weren't supporting the Student Center, then I know a number of people who wouldn't be the Christians that they are today. And so through that, I found Manna, and so I love that Red Bank and I both have a love for Manna that we do, and for Christ. And so I just want to thank you all for the support that you've given the Student Center so far. I began the fundraising process, and I'm still a few months short of my end goal, but in the process I've learned that every dollar counts, and it's only because of fellow brothers and sisters like you all that I can go and that I can do this and love on these kids and teach them and help to grow their education and their love for Christ.